Yo, what's poppin', guys? Szyl here, and today we're taking a look at the CSGO Italy collection. So first things first, we have the PP Bison Sand Dash, which, yeah, the background is supposed to kind of simulate like sand, like in a desert, and it does a very good job simulating, what sand is kind of like. But then for some reason they add these random smears and like kind of just paintbrush things going across it. It's just ruins an already very mediocre skin. I'd put this, I mean, this is definitely different than stock, so I'll put it bottom of B tier. I can't even say it's better, but it is different, so I'll give it that. That's about all I can say about it. Then we have the Nova Sand Dune, which is just a clean tan finish for the Nova. Yeah, looks nice. I would not mind owning one, but it is a solid C tier. Really just would not mind owning one. It's a solid looking weapon. Next up is the Tech 9 Groundwater, which yeah, it's a solid like camo looking green for the top and a tan for the magazine for some reason. I think the whole thing should have been that kind of green color at least, but it's not bad. It's a solid coloring. I'll give it a D tier. It's not completely horrible. Definitely better than stock. Then we have the Famas Colony, which tries to just do the same thing as the Sand Dune, but because it's an old Famas, or Famas, I guess, sorry, even being fact new, it's scratched to hell. Could not recommend really getting this unless it's your only option. It is slightly better than stock, though. I'll give it that. So, upon what D tier this thing is, yeah. And we have the AUG Contractor, which looks like a stock AUG. I'm gonna be completely honest. I know this is technically a dark green and the handle's a bit different. This is stock. Don't lie to yourself. This is a stock AUG, all right. F tier, easy F tier. It's just stick to stock. All right. And next up, we have the UM45 Gunsmoke, which unfortunately the bottom of the weapon isn't colored because it's an old UMP skin, but the back is, and it's got some weird brownish red color to go with the very cool design of the Gunsmoke. Now, being half finished, I can't in good faith put this very high on the tier list, but I can say I would not mind owning one. I'd rather have a Sandu Nova still, but I still would not mind owning one of these. The Gunsmoke is a very cool design, even on an unfinished weapon. So I'll give it a C tier. Yeah. Next up, we have the P2000 Granite Marbleized, which, yeah, I guess it's like granite and someone spilled a bunch of blueberries that they then stepped on. I have no going for this thing. It just looks like random colors just splatted on a weapon. I can't say it's very nice. I would actually put a Tech 9, but above the Bison, which has like a deliberately bad design. Yeah. Next up is the Dubras Stained, which still has a stock Beretta's outline, but otherwise has the stain finish from the knives, which is basically kind of a steel finish that has been stained with like water or something. I don't know. But they're super bright. I mean, they're almost blind. They're almost like a flashbang in the right lighting. Otherwise, they just look just like barely better than like fucking. It is like a tiny bit better than stock. I would not recommend spending money to get these though. Just stick with stock. Definitely better than the AUG. At least it's a bit better than stock, but it's not enough to justify buying them. So stick to stock. Then XM 1014 Cali Camo is our next thing, which is just your basic sand camo skin. I'm not a fan of camo skins, even though this one is a bit brighter. I guess I'll give it that. At least it's a competent design, which puts it above these three. So yeah, it's just a D tier. That's really all there's to say about it. And we have the Nova Candy Apple, which is just a really clean finish for a Nova. Very nice color, very nice clean red, very nice clean black, very nice just finish overall, and the red is very noticeable. I not only own one of these, I would not mind picking up another. It's an easy B tier for me. It's a really solid skin. Next up is the M4A1S Boreal Forest. It's a camo skin for the M4A1S. It's just top of D tier because it's actually somewhat clean, unlike everything else in D tier. So yeah, I'll put it in D tier though. It's nothing crazy. And we have the MP7 Agonized Navy. Anodized. I can never say it right the first time. Which is just a blue kind of metal finish for the MP7. and everything else is stock. It doesn't look particularly impressive. I'd still put this in D tier. Probably better than everything else we've seen in D tier so far. Then we have the SawedOff Full Stop, which is a red, just completely red camo. It's like you're going into hell and you need a camo. This is the type of camo you bring with you then. Yeah, it's still a camo skin for the SawedOff. I can't in good faith put it above the other camo skin of the M4, but I can put it above the groundwater because it's a bit nicer looking than that with its nicer color scheme that's a bit more noticeable and unique. And our second to last weapon is the Glock 18 Candy Apple, which, similar to the Nova, just has a very nice red top and a very nice black bottom. Just a nice red and black finish, a very, very clean finish. I don't have one of these yet, but I'm probably going to pick it up soon. It's a little bit less vibrant than the Nova. You can clearly tell that in the picture that the Nova's a bit brighter, but it's still very clean. It's just a nice bright red. And our final skin is the All Pit Viper, which is it's a green snake skin on the base of the weapon, an uncolored scope, and the barrel is mostly uncolored other than this random little tip of green up here. And I guess the green little things in the front here. But yeah, it's like a green snakeskin for an op. I actually prefer the candy apple to it, but I wouldn't really mind owning one of these, and I have had one in the past. I do think it looks a bit nicer and more unique than the Gunsmoke and Sandstorm. So yeah, top of C tier. That being said, that's it for this collection. It's got two candy apples, which are solid skins you can't go wrong with, and everything else is pretty bad, honestly. I can't in good faith say you could get most of the skins in this collection, and as I even said, some of them are just stock, so yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this, though. Hope you enjoyed looking at these as much as I did. If you did, make sure to leave some comments for the algorithm, like the video, and subscribe to show your support. And I'll see you guys in the next one.